Hello everybody, happy Tuesday, hope you're doing very well. I'm filming this just before the England game against Slovakia. I thought if I get it out of the way beforehand, because there's always a chance that I'm going to fall asleep by the time the game's over, and I won't want to do the filming. So let's get it out of the way first. We've already seen two of the three shirts in this parcel that I've been opening. The first was the Volendam away shirt, the eel shirt, the quite crazy design. Though when I saw it in person and my brother was wearing it, it actually is rather subtle. It doesn't stand out as much as you would probably think. He seemed to quite like what he had when he was wearing it. And yeah, it's actually a really smart shirt. So if anybody's interested in that one, I'm sure they still have plenty available. Then we saw the Mohun Bagan Indian team, the Indian champions. Very cool shirt. Interesting colour scheme. Cool branding. But I thought we'd finish on something maybe that us Europeans are a little bit more familiar with. I would say it's a team that I've been looking to get a shirt for, though the opportunities that have arisen beforehand usually are without a sponsor. But luckily, Classic Football Shirts have just had a big drop of them all, and it was pretty much an opportunity for me to choose from pretty much anything they've released over a period of time. So still in here, and I've still got some other goodies, I think, because I've not looked at them properly yet. So one thing I did see is this, which looks like it's some sort of newsletter by Classic Football Shirts themselves. So they've gone for some very interesting designs. Obviously, we've got some Dutch national team shirts. We've got the Adidas shirts. I'm looking for something a little bit different. It's very similar, isn't it? Let's be honest. I suppose they've got a European Euro 2024 piece going on there. I mean, it's almost finished. What else have we got going on in this thing? Stuff to do with England shirts. History of long sleeves at the Euros. Shirts to look out for this tournament. Best of Germany with Adidas. Of course, that will be ending. And then just some other bits and bobs. So it's a little bit of a newsletter. That's quite cool, I suppose. So anything else in here before we get to the shirt? Usually there's a trading card or two. So we have the return label. And this time we are going to have a bit of Patrick Vieira. I don't know if I've ever had Patrick Vieira before. Arsenal there. Is there anything else in here? Don't think so. No. So we can hide that away. You ready? Here we go. And there is the shirt. So it's got a white and purple colour scheme. And if we bring it around to the front, you'll be able to catch the crest. So those of you, I reckon, there'll be some people able to watch and be able to tell from who that is. So let's just get this open. Quite excited to see what it looks like in person. It's a relatively simple design, but it's clean and it's nice. So we can hide that. I can feel some paper in here as well. Some Classic Football Shirts paper, which makes me think that they must have done some modelling with it, possibly. Anyway, what I have noticed, the sticker for the sizing is shown on here. Now, it does say that it looks like it's crossing over 2 seasons, but let's just get rid of that thing, because I definitely don't want that there. Okay, then, let's start with the rear of the shirt. So it's white, primarily white. We have a sponsor on the back, which is heat transferred on, very nice. And then on the back of the neck, you have what is in a sort of italicized font, the club name, so that should give it away. Of course, you've got this purple collar. And then on the sleeve, you have, what is this? I wonder what country that could be. And then we have some purple sleeves there, cuffs. And if we bring it around to the front, there we go. It's a continuation of that specific colour scheme. You've got the white and this lovely purple, but now you have a sash running across the front, which is very common for this club. You have the Area manufactured logo. Very cool. That's been heat transferred. I mean, that's been stitched into it. That's been heat transferred. And that's been, I was going to say it's been embroidered, but I feel like it's been stuck on there. A little bit cheeky. I've got the tags, and on the inside, we've got something pretty cool. Got a bit of detailing there. which has the year of founding, 1945, and then it just simply says the club name and the official product sort of motif. And then at the bottom again, you've got a little official product motif. So I suspect a lot of you will already know who this is now based on the amount of information I've already given you. But if not, I'll get back to you with some more information. Okay then, so there is the shirt, and maybe more importantly, return of the mannequin. Yes, I know some people are asking, where's the mannequin gone? We'll just say it was an extended vacation. It's done a lot of hard work over the years. But who is the club? Well, it's CD Numancia, or Club Deportivo Numancia de Soria. Founded in 1945, as suggested from the inside of that collar, 79 years old. Nicknames of Numantinos and Rojillos, the Reds. Now they play in the Nuevo Estadio Los Pajaritos, which is the 8,261 capacity stadium, which is comparable to York City in the UK. Now they come from the city of Soria, which is in the province of Soria, which is in the region of Castile and Leon, which is in Spain. We know it's Spain, it gives it away. Got the Spanish League stuff on there. We all know who Numancia are. Now, this was, of course, bought from Classic Football Shirts. And this is their, well, firstly, I thought it was the away shirt from 2012-2013, as advertised on the Classic Football Shirts website. However, when I saw this thing, which I peeled off the inside of the collar, it did say Maglia, which is shirt 11-13, and that made me thinking, 11-13, does that mean it's over 2 seasons? And yes, it looks like it was one for 2 seasons. It was the away shirt from 2011 to 2013, so that's pretty good when that happens. Now, when it comes to this shirt, you can still buy it from Classic Football Shirts. The only thing you can't buy is medium. Every other size is sold out. I don't suspect there'll be too many of them because it is a shirt that is, what, over 10 years old now, so there's not going to be loads of them floating around. It costs $29.99 before any discounts that you may be able to find. So it's not the most expensive shirt, but it's not super cheap. Now, they do also have many other Numancia shirts that they dropped. They must have all dropped at the same time. They've got home shirts, third shirts, other away shirts, slightly different designs. And I went for this one mainly because it was the cheapest of them all. They generally are between £30 and £40, and I suspect over the next months or a few months they'll probably start going down in what they have availability stock-wise. So you can, I'm sure there'll be something that you can find if you are interested. There's a few away shirts which have a few more design spec on it, but I'll be honest with you, I'm happy with just this simple one here. Now, when it comes to league performance, last season they finished in 3rd place in the Segunda Federación, which is the 4th tier in Spain, and that 3rd place allowed them to get into the playoff system. They won the first round and they went to the finals, and they drew over 2 legs, and it seems like it then goes to a seeding, which means the team that they played against were a higher seed, and that team was then promoted. So no penalty shootout. Bit weird, that, isn't it? So the club missed out there. And, well, the season before that, they did get relegated from the 3rd tier, which means that they probably are looking to bounce back up to that 3rd tier at the very least. They were last in La Liga, the top division, in 2008-2009. They did get relegated that season. So I suspect, depending on what your interest in Spanish football is, you may remember them from being in the top tier. They've not been up there too often, maybe about 3 or 4 more times overall. Honours-wise, they've won a 2nd division, which was the one that got them to La Liga that season. So they're not historically successful, but I think they're a better team than the 4th tier, maybe. That's the vibe that I got when I first started looking into it. I thought they were maybe 2nd tier, possibly 3rd tier. So, you know, things have not been super great for them. When it comes to the shirt, of course, we've mentioned it's an Araya manufactured shirt. Very slowly adding more from them over the years. Considering they're quite a big name, it took a long time for me to get, well, more than the one. I had a Parma shirt for a very long time, and that was it. Now, when it comes to the club, they've been partnered with Araya since 2006, which is a very long contract there. Usually you've got teams that are just flitting between other ones, but they've just seemed to have found this great partnership with Araya, and it continues. For next season, 24-25 season, they've already released shirts, or at least released the designs of the shirts. Pretty standard home shirt, which is your red and sort of blue trims. The away shirt follows a similar sort of pattern again, white with a sort of purple sash, though it's gone for more of a like lightning bolt contemporary style. Then you've got an away shirt, a third shirt, which is like a navy black collar, again with a similar lightning bolt one, but much thinner stripes going on there. So, fair play to them. Araya are just a very competent manufacturer. There's no issues with them. I feel like they're just a slightly tier lower than Macron, of course, both Italian. With regards to this shirt, there's not really much going on with regards to stuff that I've not already spoken about. You just have the club name on the back of the neck. You have the detailing on the inside, and you've got this nice little button collar going on there. I think it's nice. It's clean. It's a simple design, and I'm just happy to have one of these shirts, partly because a lot of the time they were available without the sponsors. So if you're interested in grabbing one of those, just go to Classic Football Shirts. I'm sure you will be able to find something that satisfies your interests. Now then, that's the end of those three. I have behind me, just up there, some really, really cool shirts, and I think it's about time I got one of them out of it. Some special edition fancy shirts, shall we say. And also, behind the scenes, I've got some things going on. I want to start pushing the YouTube a little bit more than I have. Well, it's not much more difficult. I've been disappeared for a month. But with the new shirt releases and just this, I don't know, just a newfound interest in wanting to create more content, I've got some ideas. Things are brewing in the background, but I will leave it at that. I hope you have a great week ahead. Hopefully England is still in the competition by the time that this video has been released, but I'm not counting anything for sure. Anyway, thank you as always for watching my videos. See you on Friday. Goodbye!